Hello friends, my name is Jitendra Bafna. I am a senior MuleSoft architect. In this video, we will going to see what is JMS queue and what is JMS topic. So basically we will see how we can implement or how we can connect or how we can publish or consume the message from JMS queue and JMS topic using MuleSoft. So basically what is difference between queue and topic? For queue there can be a multiple publisher or multiple producer, but there will be the one consumer. So basically if there are two consumer try to listen to same queue, in that case the message will deliver to either one of the listener or one of the consumer. In case of topic, there can be multiple producer or there can be multiple publisher and multiple consumer. So basically a producer can send the message to the topic, and that same message will be sent to the different consumer, to the all the active consumer basically. So topic can send the message to multiple consumer if they are active. Okay, so that's the difference between topic and the queue. So queue generally send the message to one consumer, whereas topic send the message to all the active consumer. Basically the same copy of message will be sent to all the active consumer, so it multicasting the message basically. Okay, so let me move to the demonstration. So basically I have JMS connector. So basically in case of JMS connector, if you see, I have various options. So first we want to publish a message, so I will drag and drop a publish, and we will start configuring this publish message. So basically I can do connector configuration, click on this plus sign, and you have to configure this ActiveMQ client. So here you can simply say configure and just select add recommended libraries. In my case I have already done that, so don't need to do it again. Then a second thing, you have to provide the username and the password of your MQ. In this case I am using ActiveMQ. You have to provide a factory configuration. So basically what you have to provide, TCP, and in my case it's a local host 61616. okay, that's a configuration you need to do. You can test the connection using this test connection button. So let's see, everything is fine, simply say OK. Now you have to provide a destination queue name. So in my case I can create one queue, test mule queue. I can copy this queue, I can create it, click on this create. I have created one queue in my ActiveMQ and I can configure here. So I am saying destination type, either it can be queue or topic. In my case it's a queue. Okay, and what is the content type? So I will be receiving application/JSON. You can define your content type here. Okay, these are the settings you need to do it. There are other settings. If you want to implement a request response pattern, you can make use of reply to. If you want to make use of guaranteed delivery, like you can make the persistent delivery. So I will show this in some next videos, but let's go with some basic concept first. So I have configured the message, I have configured my JMS publish, and I can say HTTP listener, and I can say path equals to JMS. So you have to do some basic HTTP configuration. Okay, I am saying 8081 whatever. Okay, simple. Let me check whether my application is running. Let me clear the console, let me save everything, and let me make this is my HTTP. I will do post. Okay, let me check if I have any body. Yeah, I will try to send this particular body. Okay, so let's wait while application is deploying. So till that I will just pause my video. Hello guys, welcome back. My application has successfully deployed. So I have done one mistake while configuring the connection. So I have done the typo mistake in localhost, so I have corrected it and redeployed. Okay, so I have deployed the application successfully. So now let me check. So I don't have any message in this test queue. I will try to send one message. So it was successful. Let me refresh this. I can see one message. Okay, so you can click on this test mail queue, and this is the message which I have, and you can see the correlation ID also. So this is the message I have sent, correct? You can see that, you can see the message ID, you can see the correlation ID. This correlation ID is very useful in request reply pattern. So I have published that. Now what I will do, I will create a one consumer. So basically either I can use like if there's any new message get added on new message. So I can use the same connector configuration. Just I want to make sure test mail queue, consumer type is topic or queue consumer. It's a queue consumer. What is the inbound content type? It's application / JSON. You can keep the rest of the setting as it is. Okay, these are the simple settings you need to do. Then I will just say logger, and I will just print out my payload. Let me go to console. I have to save everything so it can redeploy the application. So once application will up and running, it will start consuming a message. Let's wait. It's redeploying it. So message, you can it's redeploying it, started. So you can see the message has been consumed here. Okay, so if you see the test mail queue, there should be no message now, 0. Let me try with few more messages. So still 0. Why? Because the message is already consumed. If you see here, the message has been consumed, okay, by this particular on new message consumer, basically, right? On new message. So whenever any new message arrive to queue, it will consume it. So what we are doing, we are sending message on HTTP listener. HTTP listener is publishing that message to queue. As soon as message come into queue, this particular on new message will read from JMS and will send to the logger, right? And let me let me do one thing. If I am giving some different topic name which I have not created in this particular in the ActiveMQ, what will happen in that case? So let me show you that example also. Let's wait while application is getting deployed. So generally what I'm doing, I'm trying to publish a message to the queue which is not available in the ActiveMQ. So what will happen in that case? I want to show that use case to you. So basically queue is very useful in case of guaranteed delivery and reliability pattern. We're going to discuss reliability pattern and the guaranteed delivery in upcoming video. I have already published one video on request and reply pattern using JMS. So let me try to publish the message send. I got 200 OK. So it means it's able to publish the message, but you cannot see, and because this particular consumer haven't consumed the message, right? Because the queue name in the consumer is different and queue name in the message has been published to different queue name, and this particular flow on new message is pointed or is listening to some other queue. So what happened in ActiveMQ? Let's see. So generally it should create a new queue automatically if queue is not present. So generally that particular publish method will create a queue and publish the message. Okay, so that is the one of the characteristic of the publish message. So let me show you one more example. I will say HTTP listener. So I want to consume message in between flow. I will use the same path JMS. In this case I can say my advanced method is get, and in this case I can change it to, because the URL path is same. So okay, so I can say post. Okay, let me use the consume operation. I will use the same connection string, and let me use point to I want to read the message in between flow from this destination, and it's a queue consumer. That's it. These are the settings we need to do it. Save the application. In this we have to trigger the flow basically. On and new, whenever the message published to queue, it will read it, but in case of consume operation we have to trigger the flow. Either it can be scheduler based flow or it can be any HTTP listener. Okay, so I am waiting for my application to deploy it. So it's deployed. So instead of post I will change this to get, and let's see what happens. Send. It able to read the message. Okay, and there should be no message in test mule q1. Okay, it's 0. Let me publish the message again. Send, but the message will be not read by this particular flow, right? Because we have to trigger the flow. But if you see the queue, there will be one message. It's there. Okay, then you can get it. Now refresh it. So it should be 0 messages, right? So that is how it's work. You can do the successful response. Then I will create one more on new message. Okay, I will give everything same. I will listen to same queue. Same destination. So this both on new message is listening to same queue, So generally I am trying to have a 2 consumer. That's a setting we need to do. So I always prefer to give inbound mode JSON. So let me say payload, not payload, logger. in logger I can say message 2. So basically from 2 payload. I can close this. I copy this and message 1, and I want to change the name in this publish also, so I will push the message to this test queue 1. So now I have a two listener with listening to test queue, whereas like one producer which will send the message to test queue. Okay, save all. Okay, I have deployed the application. Let me post the message. I will just post one message. I post it. So let's see which queue has read the message. The message has been read by the first flow, but it read only once. Okay, let me post the second message. What happened to this time? This time again it's read from message 1. Let me post it again. It keep on reading from the only one listener is able to read the message, not both the JMS queue basically. Okay, test mule queue, logger 2, message 1, message 2. So generally either one of the listener will read the message. Let me send 2-3 messages at a time. So I've sent 3 messages. Let's see what happens. See, it's also read by message 2, no? So either it will read by one of the listener, not the both. Okay. So as I mentioned, like a queue can deliver the message to one listener, to one consumer, not the both, either to like this flow or this flow. Even we have a 2 consumer. Let's explore the topic now. So basically I will create one topic, test mule topic. I will just copy this and create. I will change everything, you know, on this publish. You change this to topic. Just do the setting changes. Again, I don't want this flow, so you know like how you can use the consume. So for that you can leave that flow for now. On new message I will read from topic consumer. So I will change name destination to topic. I can use topic consumer. Now in second flow again, you know, on new message now try to save the application. Let's wait while application is deploying. Now this is my topic. Refresh it. I have to do one setting in topic. Always do that. If you are not no, I forget that. Always make number of consumer 1 on new message listener for both. Save it again. That's fine. You can just if you are using shared type of, we will see that some next video. Let me, no, that's fine. It's redeploying it, so give some time to this application. Okay, the application is started. Let me send the message to topic. It is sent. Let's see what happens. So this time the message has been read by both the consumer. If you see the message 1 and the message 2, right? If you let me try with some more, let me clear the console and try. So you can see the message is again read by both the consumer, message 2 and the message 1. See, so same message has been read by both the consumer. This is the property of the topic. Basically topic can deliver the message to multiple consumers, so it can multicast the message, So hope you understand what is difference between queue and topic, how you can establish the connection with ActiveMQ, how you can set up how you can perform the various operation like consume, publish, on, new message, So, and you also understand what is the difference between all these three operations. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please click on subscribe and the like button. Thanks for watching.